the massive fire plumes shooting off of it, plasma, whatever they want to call it. It's ridiculous. So the sun is local and small and gives off a completely different light spectrum than the moon does. The sun is masculine, the moon is feminine from the biblical perspective. God's word says to everybody forever, they refused to love the truth and so be saved. For this reason, God sends them a powerful delusion. So what I want to illustrate with the backing out, I know some people really like to see it close up. If it were massive, 1.5 million Earth sizes and 93 million miles away, it'd look a lot different than it does right now. Job 37 proclaims that the sun is in the midst of the clouds. I have many occurrences showing that. You can hashtag local sun if you want to see some of those. Now you can compare this to my nighttime broadcast, or recording I should say, at 2 a.m. and see how much less light there is all around the moon. The moon is an odd shape. I've got proof of that on my channel, including my Facebook photo album. When it's a full moon, it looks like a sphere. Well, it's not a full moon now, and it certainly doesn't look like a sphere to me. I know it's not. Do you feel yourself spinning, wobbling, or gyrating? The earth is fixed, stationary, does not move. Are you searching for the truth? Or are you just searching to find evidence that supposedly proves what you want to believe? That would be called confirmation bias. I encourage everybody to seek the truth with all your heart, because it matters for eternity. Where will you spend it and why? And I've got a lot of content that I believe covers that. Got a digital audio Bible merged with the beauty of creation as well. You might enjoy. The name of that album is, or playlist is YouTube Truth. The temperature, humidity, wind direction, and all of that affects the way that the sunrise looks as well, because of moisture content and atmospheric cleansing and distortion that can occur with that. So a lot of times the humidity is close to 100%. Now, because the wind is out of the north-northeast, you can see it's at 77%. So in the winter, the sun will come up way to the right side of the camera, way over here, and in the summer comes up way over there from this vantage point. You can make this a thing if you want to. See the duration of visibility between the sun and the moon during the phases of the moon and the seasons. The flood that Noah prepared for had 3 water sources: the fountains of the deep, floodgates of heaven, and it rained. You can't flood a ball. The water just runs off of it. You can say the word gravity as many times as you want. What I would ask is, did you buy the Santa Claus lie like I did? It was reinforced through the year. Remember, Santa's watching. Santa wasn't watching. It was a warping of our perspective, a distortion of reality. It wasn't an innocent little fantasy. A lot of people got really involved in it, and high-powered technology like radar and television projected it into my life, showing the fantasy of Santa and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer flying over Lake Michigan. That didn't happen in reality. Neither did the moon landing. A lot of people are basing their belief on a spinning water sphere because NASA supposedly went to space and took a picture of it. Well, we don't have any high-def video of the Earth from space that doesn't have a distortion of a lens or a computer graphic morphing or manipulation. So there you go. People believe a lot of things. I just have a love for the truth. I believe that's a gift from God. I was born again in 2014, even though I thought I was in 1982. That delay was a pretty difficult time. I survived it, and it's show and tell. Time for show and tell. I'm telling why it is, why that happened. Not only why I survived it, but how I survived it. I survived it by the grace of God to tell a story to humanity. A lot of people are deceived, and by irony and paradox, they don't know it. Now you can see all the light around the moon, and I'll zoom in real close. It's kind of hard because of the wind and because of the lighting. That's full zoom, just like I was at 2 a.m. Still haven't seen the rover or the flag or any of the mysterious pyramids. I guess all that's on the side that we can't see, right? Yeah, right. They're lying, I ain't buying. About 40 million people heard me say that, as well as, do you feel yourself spinning, wobbling, or gyrating? We don't have toilet water flying out on people in Australia because of gravity. Well, hello. It's just water seeking its level. That's what it does all over the face of the stationary Earth. The truth isn't based on popular opinion. It's not popular, and, well, it's not an opinion. There's the truth, and then there's everything else. This is Robert Forsch. Feel free to reach out anytime. Thank you so much. Get some excellent rides out here in the surf. We all have a certain amount of limitations. Now that I'm actually born again, I have a passion, purpose, an eternal perspective, and the power to do what I previously couldn't do, and the pleasure to enjoy it all, even in the midst of substantial opposition. Thanks so much for your encouragement.